Hey guys, this is Hell Hades free to play. Guys, we're coming into day 19. Means we've had 18 full days on the free to play account. This is one of those juicy days where you get 500 energy. Oh, I love these days. In the early accounts, we need more of this. We need more chickens. We need more gems. We need more ways to get players to be able to start to get some catch up going. But day 19 is going to be massive for my account. I have been pretty much farming more champs. Yeah, I've just been farming up food so we can get another 6-star. And that's going to happen today. We've also got Clan v Clan coming live right now. And all of the resources we've been saving to get some points in Clan v Clan are going to be used. Let's check out our competition here. Nimu Lu Marita had 29 Clan v Clan wins. That doesn't sound good for us. But there's a whole bunch of rewards you can get here, which is just huge for an early game player. I actually think Clan v Clan is way better for an early player than it is for a late game player. So, you know, we've got the option to get all of this energy, chickens, a book. The book's massive for us on the milestone 10. If we can all kind of chip in and get, 20,000 points each. There's also personal rewards here, which gives us kind of, I guess, a chunk of energy, which is very, very nice. Like, we need that energy and chickens again. So energy, chickens, and a book, damn, that would be huge as well. So any of this stuff is actually really good. Does mean that we start to play already on day 18. We start to play Weight Shadow Legends. Yeah, I think JD came up with this originally, but Weight Shadow Legends is generally it's a thing. It's genuinely a thing. I've been waiting for today to decide, am I going to do my next upgrade on the Great Hall? Probably going to have to get a few more things, but I'm actually going to go level 4 in accuracy here. We're going kind of side by side on these two for now. And yeah, it's just kind of, it's where it's at. I've also got this 500 energy, and this is a big decision to make, guys. What do you do with your energy when you're at my level? Where's Ronda? Where are you, Ronda? Come to me, Ronda. I need you. Yeah, what do you do when you get these kind of big energy spikes? A lot of people will waste this energy. Yeah, they'll waste it. I've got a number of options of things I could do with this energy. I could just keep the grind going. I could keep the 12-3 grind going and keep leveling champions, which gives me more silver, gives me better artifacts, etc. At the moment, I've got no silver. It's like awful. I could keep the grind going in Spider 10, get myself items in Spider and start to build out, start to gain silver whilst gaining items. I could go into Minnow and start to beat down stage 15 and start to get myself masteries on champions that I'm going to keep. Yeah, and in fact, my next 6-star champion, I can't just buy masteries with gems. I bought masteries on the first 2 with gems, and then I've gone full on gem mine. Hit level 3 yesterday. So now we've got unlimited gems, but we don't have kind of massive drops of gems that can help me just kind of do stuff like that. So now we've got to start being a bit cleverer with this. So yeah, big decisions need to be made today. We've also got things like forge materials. So I've been saving up some of my forge materials. Not a lot, to be honest, but things like the instinct gear that I've got from the forge pass. I'm going to be doing that today. Things like I'm now pushing reasonably well in Doom Tower. So I'm on stage 49 on normal. I think that's pretty good. 49's awfully hard. Like, it's so hard, this level. I don't have a decreased defense champion going yet. And I think that would massively change it. The only people that I'd seen that had beaten it as of yesterday were people that had Deke. Yeah, Deacon makes this level much easier because you've got more turn meter control going on and you've got decreased defense. And these guys are tanky as hell. So I'm struggling without a good drop defense champion to get past this level. And also 46 was really hard as well, actually. 46, I took a pounding, but we got through it. But yeah, I've got the forge material coming in from Doom Tower. I've got the forge material coming in from the forge pass. Probably won't get any more by the end of the forge pass. Maybe I'll scrape here if I do it all. But it's not going to be a lot more done. So, doing the forge on a Clan v Clan, it's a lot of points in this. And also you've then got more silver to roll stuff up. So it's kind of like a double whammy. Okay, so you can see the food we've been grinding out here. We've got a whole bunch of 40s, 30s, chickens. Everything's kind of been got ready for this moment. I've also got a few more sitting in the vault here. Basically, I've been waiting for Clan v Clan. I've also been waiting to kind of dovetail into a champion training tournament. So all of this stuff comes together so I get double bang for my buck. And that's really one of the main things to do in Weight Shadow Legends, is make sure that there's always more than one reason to do something. The only thing that I'm not doing efficiently like that this time round is YOLOing my ancient shards, which I'm going to do today as well, because it might be that I get someone that I want to actually kind of progress with more than Ronda, who at the moment is kind of like first in line to be leveled up. So let's do the 3 YOLOs first, see what happens on the account today. It's the year of the YOLO. Of course, every single ancient I've pulled is going to be a rare. Buckstalker, though, is actually really good for Sand Devil. I'll take that. He stays. He's going to stay around. Another rare. Welcome. Temptress. Kind of need Leech, honestly. Leech would be pretty damn big for me, but nothing else going on is worth my time. And I don't just want to invest in someone like this for no real reason. She can hang around for a bit of Faction Wars, though. Most of the rares will hang around for a bit of Faction Wars for a while. Damn. Year of the YOLO stays true, and we've got a whole bunch more rares. Looks like they're not going to be my 60s. Okay, just keeping you informed here. I am making sure that even my food, yeah, my level 5 food, I don't have tons of brews, so I'm not throwing loads in, but a couple of brews per level, per kind of star rating level up, it's just giving me a load more points for my champion training tournament. So the points, I've done loads of videos on this, but the points are not really scored in taking someone to 6-star. The points are scored in between, where you're kind of doing this leveling of champions. So it's well worth a couple, even if you don't have a lot of brews like me, well worth throwing a couple of brews as you level people out, even though you know you're going to be feeding them, and it will just get you tons more points. Let's take Ronda up here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chickens. I've got a 5-star chicken from Advanced Quests, which was beautiful. So Ronda is my third 6-star, day 19. Loads of points being scored there. And we're going to start running her through campaign. Weight Shadow Legends also loves the day of the book. Yeah, Clan v Clan's the day where you get your books done. Seeing as I'm invested in Ronda, I've decided we're YOLO in the books as well. I would honestly have loved for this to go into one skill, just so I could get a cooldown. I would have loved to have seen a cooldown here, honestly. But it is what it is. We're just going to start pounding books in. She actually has got relatively low book count, 10 in total. So we'll be able to kind of get those done over time. I also want to, this is tricky, I kind of want to get more books going on Cornelia. I would love to get to the cooldowns on these skills. Double cooldown here would be insane on the A3. But none of it went to the A3, of course, because I've got the worst luck account in the game. But still, increasing the chance to put sleeps everywhere is good. We're going to need to book her out in full anyway eventually, so that's fine. And then I've got 2 more rare books. Honestly, I don't have a rare right now that I want to invest books in, so we're just going to hold on to those. This is me hitting a hard clan boss, by the way. We're on day 18, 19 here, or 18, 19 worth of playing. About to do 7 mil, basically, to hard clan boss, which means that I'm going to 2-key it quite comfortably. This is without Ronda in. And obviously, Ronda plus Masteries, those 2 things together, will actually massively enhance my damage, which means that I'm going to be ready for Brutal really soon. So I'm 2-keying hard already, quite comfortably. I only need to get to 11 mil. I think with Ronda in there, as a 60, but with Masteries, would be a 1-key on hard. And I always say, if you're comfortably 2-keying, or if you're obviously 1-keying, then it's probably time for you to move up to the next level of clan boss. So that's what I'm going to be looking to do over the next couple of days. I still don't really have a squad that makes sense for clan boss, by the way. It's just level 60s with Masteries are really powerful. So coming back to that kind of big decision time, Ronda's now a 6-star. I need to get a Masteries. Masteries is one thing I could do with my energy. Yes, I've got extra energy since I started the video because we're hitting milestones as a clan, right? So I've got a lot of energy to burn today. I could either go and start punching through missions. Yeah, I've got this one I've been kind of holding on to. Force Keep is open right now. I could get this done. And then that would enable me to kind of easily cruise through a whole bunch of these. I've been avoiding it because honestly, it's quite a big energy burn. It's probably a good few hundred energy to do this one. And then I knew there'd be the next one. And it just felt like at that moment in time, it wasn't the priority for me to do it. Maybe I should do this right now, get this one done. And then the next option is either get another 6-star or get Masteries for the 6-star you've already got. Masteries for the 6-star you've got gives you way more short-term strength if it's a champion that's actually going to do damage or a champion for a clan boss team. If it was a support champion, so let's say I actually went ahead and got Stimfos done as my next 6-star, which was one of my options. If I wasn't throwing him into clan boss, his masteries are very, like the relevance of his masteries are way less. Yeah, you're quite happy to just have a few levels of masteries on someone that is not going to be in all of your like clan boss teams, the big hitting teams. But for clan boss champions, your damage really comes from this War Master hit, certainly early game. And also your healing in lifesteal comes from that War Master hit as well. So it just becomes such a crucial thing to get. So for me, I think I'm gonna do that mission, get the Force Keep out the way, and then I'm just gonna go and spend the rest of my energy today in Minotaur. And we're actually gonna use Ronda at level 1 in basically anything I try and do today to get her leveling whilst I'm clearing stuff with energy. It's always important to try and make the most of your energy. So as long as you've got a squad that can do stuff, it's going to be the same for Minotaur as well. I'll show you that in a bit. As long as you've got a squad that can clear stuff out, then bringing in your kind of person you just leveled out, doesn't matter where it is, just gives them levels, keeps them going, and it saves you having to do all of the work either with Bruise or in somewhere like Campaign. I really don't have a sensible decreased defense champion. So this fight, for me, is actually kind of annoying. The Force Keep's kind of annoying. One of the reasons why I've also not done this yet. I haven't gone and farmed a War Maiden yet. I've been putting it off, hoping I'm going to get a good, epic decreased defense AoE champion. I've just not had one. So I might have to bite the bullet soon and just go and find myself a War Maiden and actually level her out and start having that kind of decreased defense that I need to get stuff going. But you can see, you know, I'll probably be able to get to maybe stage 10 or even as high as 10, 11 without decreased defense. After that, he's just so damn tanky that it wouldn't make any sense to do it. Anyway, I'm going to spend a bunch of energy here. I'm going to try and get that mission done as quick as possible. And then we're going to hit the Minotaur. So I'm just going to call it out at this point. I've spent a good maybe 800 energy here already. I tried doing this as a 3-man squad initially. Kale, Elhain, and Ronda. I started to fail some runs. Pushed it up to a 4-man squad. It was close to 100% consistent. Yeah, so I had Cornelia in. It was close to 100%, but I still failed a few runs. So what I've done is I guess I'm going to have a slower process of getting my scrolls for Ronda, but I've now got a 100% team. And I bought Stimfos in for the kind of setup as well. So if you're struggling with Minotaur 15, a lot of people say, why don't you do videos about Minotaur 15? You know, I'm struggling with it. Honestly, as long as you've got 5 champions that are geared, all of an okay level. Yeah, so a couple of 60s plus a bit of a backup. Once you get to the actual Minotaur, you should beat it really with anybody that is geared. It's generally the champions along the way that stop you. Okay, so at this early level, anyone can do it. You just got to have masteries on a couple of champions and some gear. And then the supporting cast just need to be able to help you get through the actual kind of Minotaur level. The trouble with this is I'm spreading scrolls between 3 champions, which I don't really want to do. I'm also spreading XP between a couple, which is quite nice for my leveling. The good thing is I'm not wasting energy by actually kind of like having runs which fail, which is the worst thing you can do. Just wasting energy is so poor to do. So yeah, what it means is we're going to be in Minotaur for a bit longer. But I'll show you how many scrolls I've kind of already got between these 3 just from doing it today. And it might be that my next 3 or 4 days is scroll week. You know, maybe we're in scroll week and we're going to have all of a sudden a ton of champions with masteries. It's also worth saying, you do not have to get all masteries everywhere. Really, it's just the first tier 6 mastery that makes the difference. It makes all of the difference for your runs, for your damage, for your healing, all of that stuff. So you can actually just stop. Just stop there. You know, you get yourself to those, what was it, the first 350 red scrolls, and then you might be done. I don't need to complete the whole table to make sure that I get a decent amount of damage away. So bear that in mind as well. But I'll show you some sort of mastery builds that we're going to start doing now. Also, look at this. Ronda is already level 41. Yeah, when we came in here, I think she was like level 2 or something. She's now level 41. And all I've been doing is running Minotaur. So gaining XP, a bit of silver, gaining my scrolls, and having a jolly old time whilst I do it. Okay, so here we go. You can see here I've actually got her in currently some instinct gear, just for some crit rate, Basically, I'm looking for crit rate, crit damage, and some speed at the moment with speed boots on. I've got her in an HP chest so she can stay alive a bit. She doesn't need accuracy in her kits. So I guess once I've got full masteries on her, I'll try and switch her out into some lifesteal gear or some blood. What is it? What they call it? The one from the Doom Tower. Bloodthirst. I never put people in this stuff, but Bloodthirst is not a bad set because it gives you healing but also plus crit rate. So it's quite a nice early set, whereas Lifesteal just gives you healing. You also get 12% crit rate in a 4-piece set. It's just a straight upgrade to Lifesteal, but we really don't use it because, you know, there's just better sets to farm, I guess, from the Doom Tower. And by the time you get good enough gear dropping, you probably would be farming other areas, honestly. But I do think for an early game account, the Bloodthirst, does it come from here? I think it might come from the Eternal Dragon. Yeah, the Bloodthirst actually starts to be one of, you know, or is, sorry, one of the better early game sets. You know, you can get yourself some nice lifesteal going on whilst also boosting your crit rate a bit more. So I guess, yeah, as soon as she's got us kind of 6-star mastery done and we're pushing our way through, Ronda does not need accuracy, so we tend to go for offensive tree and defensive tree. This is the way I would run it. Bit of healing here, extra defense, and then some reduction of damage. And then I would come in kill streak, and then finally giant slayer. So I need to get the rest of the green scrolls for the next level, and then I'm going to need 550 of the red scrolls before I've got enough to kind of unleash the pain, and then we get into some lifesteal gear. But you can see already, you know, halfway through the day, we've done a decent amount, and we've also got quite a lot of scrolls to use for Cornelia and Skimfos now, who have been part of that squad as well. So look, that's going to do it for today's video. You'll see, actually, no, wait. One more YOLO. We'll save that for tomorrow. Yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. And yeah, we're making progress, a lot of progress. I just wish I had the luck of Odd One or YST or Lockers. I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you later.